Hey, what's up, y'all? MKBHD here, and today I'm gonna try something a little different. See, up until yesterday, there were basically two types of electric cars, Teslas and non-Teslas, basically. And I say that because as far as charging, when you leave your house, you go on a road trip, the charging network you have available to use as you move, for Teslas, they can use Tesla superchargers, which are extremely reliable, plug and play, super fast, optimized for the car, or a public charger as a backup.
Elon Musk, Tesla CEO, has been saying for years he was going to open up the supercharger network so electric vehicle owners from other makes can access superchargers. Today's the day. Today, that has begun.
But today is the first day that has actually a little bit different, because Tesla has opened up a couple of select superchargers to be used by non-Tesla EVs. So I'm in the Rivian R1T today, as you can tell, and I'm gonna go find one of these because I looked on the map and one of them's kind of close to me. And we're gonna figure out what that's like and sort of answer the questions around it. So what's gonna have to happen is, if you have a non-Tesla EV, you open the Tesla app, you make an account, and you scroll all the way over, and you can see there's Charge Your Non-Tesla. And you hit that. And as of right now, there's not a huge list. I don't know why it defaulted to Africa just now. Interesting. But when I zoom in, it starts to show me non-Tesla chargers in my area or near me. And as you can see, some of these are like regular, not super fast chargers, but there are some superchargers that have popped up. A lot of them are in the New York area, and one of them right here looks like it has 3 stalls available. It's in Brewster, New York. It's a 250 kilowatt charger. And I'm gonna arrive there with 98 miles of range left. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna plug in. I'm gonna see what happens.
They're starting to do a rollout, and I'm driving about 100 miles north up to Brewster, New York, to use one of the superchargers that have been enabled now to charge CCS vehicles. I have a 2022 Ford F-150 Lightning, which I'm driving in right now. We're gonna try to charge my F-150 Lightning at the Tesla supercharger in Brewster, New York.
Okay, so we've arrived. There are a bunch of chargers here, 8 of them. Someone else is charging. Got here with 30% battery left. And already you can see a little bit of a difference. There's a sign here that says, scan for instructions to charge a non-Tesla. And what it's gonna do is take you to instructions on how to sign up for an account, get in the app, and do what we're about to do here. Let's do it. Charge your non-Tesla. I'm gonna have to talk about where I've parked in a second. This is a concern, but we'll get into this. This is the charger that we're at, Brewster, New York, 250 kilowatts. Shows it's 39 cents per kilowatt with a membership, 49 without. Charge here. And this is gonna ask me which stall I'm at. So instead of just plug and play like a normal Tesla, I gotta go, okay, that's 1A, this is 1B. So I'm gonna hit 1B. And now let's look at what happens with the retrofit.
Okay, so I just pulled up and we already have a Lucid Air charging. We have Marquise Brownlee next to me in a Rivian R1T charging. And I pulled into the only spot that it might reach, and I don't think it's going to. I haven't plugged in yet. There are 2 Teslas here charging also. But I tried to pull into the first spot, that definitely wouldn't reach. So now I'm going back over to this spot. We're gonna try to unlock it, and we're gonna see if the connector reaches. If not, I don't know what I'm gonna do. We're gonna have to wait till somebody leaves, and I don't have to park sideways and kind of block 2 spots. So let's see if we can plug in.
The front of the R1T is where our charge port is. And for these select chargers, Tesla has retrofitted this built-in CCS adapter on the end of the plug. So typically with a Tesla, you just pop this cable out and plug it in. But with a Rivian or any other CCS charger, it looks like that, which won't fit. So a built-in adapter needs to be unlocked, and I hit unlock. Push the handle into the dock, then pull out to remove. Okay, let's try it. Sure enough, that worked out for me. Let's plug it into the car. I heard the pin lock already, which is good. And ideally, that is the closest thing to a plug and play experience we'll have with a Rivian. And wow, it's actually already working. 60 miles an hour, 34 minutes to full charge, and we are moving 100 miles an hour of charging. solid. That was really quick. This car tells me some stuff, but also the app is telling me some other things. Like right now, with my current cold battery, I have 143 kilowatt charging speed, which is pretty good. It's gonna tell me how much this charge session is costing, and I can always stop charging at any point if I want to.
Okay, so after repositioning my truck, I had to move it over and pull it up as far as I could. I think it's gonna just make it. So now let me get the app out here. Click on Brewster. Now charge here. Then you find the post number. They're located on the bottom here. I'm at 1C. So I'm gonna click 1C.
Now, as I mentioned, the charge port on the R1T is front left. Oh, you can hear the fans going. This is what supercharging is like. Most Teslas, and as you saw before when that person was over there, actually every single Tesla has the charge port on the back left. So currently this truck is parked in a spot that would actually be occupied by someone who's over here. If I was sitting parked here, I would charge here. But now I'm blocking that spot. So if there were more cars here, I would actually have needed 2 free spots to charge with this car where the port is on the wrong side. This cable length, this parking grid layout, you can see back here, it's optimized for someone to pull in here and plug in on the park left and the back left. And everyone else will plug in facing out. It's not optimized in that way. You also won't have your battery preconditioned and warming up on your way to the charger for optimized super fast charging. And also, it's not going to be the fastest charging, potentially even able to be accepted by your vehicle. This Rivian is capable of more than what it's accepting right now. But with this 400 volt setup, with what's designed for a Tesla, you're not going to max out the Rivian or some other really fast charging EV. You're making a video too, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you've got the last available spot that this could park.
Yeah.
Because it's now...
I don't think it's going to reach.
So the F-150 Lightning is parked as far up as it can possibly get for this front left charging spot. Yep.
Pulled it out. There we go. It worked.
And does the cable reach for that F-150?
Oh, this is going to be tight.
Boy.
This is going to be tight.
This is what we're talking about right here. Oh, the flap.
I don't think so, Marquise. No, that's not going to reach.
That's just barely... I mean, you could theoretically pull up 2 inches, but that's...
Is it 2 inches? Yeah.
It's 2 inches. If you want me to spot you, I can try. Otherwise, you're gonna have to go sideways.
I think I'm gonna have to get closer. I think if I get 2 inches closer this way and then 2 inches up and just tap the front, it's gonna work. But right now, it's not gonna work. This is gonna be a huge problem.
Yep.
For a lot of people. Could you hold this for me? I don't want to lock it again. Let's pull up a little bit more. Oops. I need my phone as a key. Okay, let me get my front camera going. Let me see if I can pull up. Okay, it's gonna rock back though, I think. All right, I know. How bad is it? Damn, this snow here is killing me. I don't think we're gonna make it. I'll try one more time, and if not, let's see. Actually, that did it. That was enough to lock it. Now, this is not ideal. You don't want to strain your cable like this. This is definitely not what you want. We're doing it now and we are charging, so it's working. But I do not advise people doing this. Find another solution. I'm probably going to move the truck. I just wanted to see if we could get it to reach. And it actually does reach. An F-150 Lightning charge point will reach. At least in this specific location, there's about 2 inches to the bollard in front of me, and it's working. I hear my fans kicking on in the truck, so I'm charging at a Tesla supercharger with my Ford F-150 Lightning, next to a Rivian R1T that's charging, and a Lucid Air. So pretty big day in the world of electric vehicles.
So yeah, that's what we're talking about. This is probably the first time and not the last time that you're gonna start to see this like shuffling of who can charge where. Maybe you move over so I can charge here. Hopefully people are nice about it, but there's gonna be a little bit of an etiquette question when you've got cars that are not exactly optimized trying to figure it out. All right.
This is not ideal. You don't want to strain your cable like this. This is definitely not what you want. We're doing it now and we are charging.
Right.
If you're a Tesla owner, today is not a good day. You might want to go out and have a few drinks because soon that exclusivity, the being able to just drive wherever you want and plug in, it's going to get more complicated because superchargers are going to start to get clogged up with non-Tesla vehicles.
All right, so you're charging, you've got it plugged in.
Yep.
Where can they find your video when you publish it?
So I have a YouTube channel called State of Charge. It's completely dedicated to electric vehicle charging.
Got a nice little logo too.
There we go.
Perfect, so check theirs out. F-150 owners, take note. Until then, I'm gonna head out.
Are gonna have access to Tesla superchargers. Now let's talk about cost. I paid $25.97 and I took in 53 kilowatt hours. I paid 49 cents per kilowatt hour. Not a terrible price. Considering on Electrify America, the non-member rate is, I think, close to that, within a few cents of that. Now, I pay 36 cents per kilowatt hour, but I also pay the $4 a month membership fee on Electrify America for the Pass Plus account. So I would pay less on Electrify America. However, if I want to join Tesla's membership, it's $12.99 a month. So basically, you know, you'd need to take in about 130 kilowatt hour a month for it to be worth that, because what you do is you get about a 10-cent savings per kilowatt hour. At this site, I would have paid 39 cents per kilowatt hour. As I said, I paid 49 cents per kilowatt hour, but I did a search of all of the superchargers in New York that are open, and there's one site that charges 51 cents per kilowatt hour instead of the 49. I guess it's a local electric rate is a little bit higher, but then the membership fee was still 39 cents per kilowatt hour. So I assumed at first it was a 10-cent savings across the board, but I don't think that's the case. I think the membership rate, if you pay $12.99 a month, you pay 39 cents per kilowatt hour, which if you're gonna use Tesla's network frequently, it's worth doing. But realize the break-even point is probably around 130 kilowatt hours. So if you say if you had a Model 3, you're gonna need to fully charge it at least twice a month for you to break even. So I think for most people, they'll probably pay the non-network rate and just use a supercharger whenever they need to. And that probably makes the most financial sense.
So that's the end of my charge, and I guess the beginning of the experience of non-Tesla's charging at Tesla Superchargers. You know, I ended my charge, I went from 30 to 85% in like half an hour. It cost 30 bucks. It worked as expected, it improves the truck, but let me know what you think of this sort of a game changer. I kind of think it is one.